The cinematic world of espionage has dazzled audiences for decades with high-octane car chases, advanced gadgets, and the allure of undercover missions. The glamour of James Bond's License to Kill and the secretive world of Spies are thrilling, yet they often paint a picture far from the reality of true espionage. This story delves into the myths perpetuated by Hollywood, contrasting them with the factual and sometimes mundane nature of real intelligence work. James Bond's iconic License to Kill has become synonymous with spy lore. In the world of fiction, this license grants agents the authority to eliminate threats without legal repercussions. However, in reality, no such license exists. Spies do not have a legal sanction to kill indiscriminately. Their primary role is intelligence and data collection, and killing is a last resort, generally avoided to prevent escalating conflicts. Unlike their cinematic counterparts, spies are not law enforcement officers. Films often blur the lines between intelligence agencies and police work, presenting spies as both operatives and enforcers of the law. In truth, agencies like the CIA and MI6 are tasked with gathering intelligence rather than making arrests. Their work primarily involves producing detailed reports for law enforcement agencies to act upon. Spies are often depicted as either shadowy figures in trench coats or suave heroes in high-end suits. The former is a relic from earlier spy films, while the latter is an exaggerated portrayal of the real-life spy. Modern espionage requires spies to blend into their surroundings, often necessitating ordinary clothing and behavior to avoid drawing attention. The glamorous or mysterious imagery is a stark contrast to the practical realities of undercover work. Hollywood portrays spies as perpetually isolated, constantly away from their families on secret missions. In reality, many intelligence officers maintain regular family lives. While they may not discuss the specifics of their work, they often share general details about their jobs and travel. The notion of spies living entirely solitary lives is more myth than fact. The concept of the honey trap, where an attractive agent seduces targets to extract information, is prevalent in spy fiction. While historically utilized by various intelligence agencies, including Soviet Russia during the Cold War, it is less common in modern Western intelligence practices. The effectiveness of such tactics is debated, and they are rarely employed by agencies like the CIA or MI6 today. Movies frequently depict civilians being thrust into the world of espionage with little training. While it's true that intelligence agencies sometimes recruit civilians, the process is far more rigorous and lengthy than portrayed on screen. Extensive training and psychological evaluations are required, and the integration of civilians into spy roles is neither as swift nor as seamless as films suggest. Spy films often portray countries spying on their allies, a scenario designed to heighten drama. In reality, intelligence sharing agreements like the Five Eyes Alliance, comprising the US, UK, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand, exist to prevent such intrusions. While countries do sometimes gather intelligence on their allies, this is usually done discreetly and in a manner that avoids diplomatic conflicts. The portrayal of spies living perilous lives, characterized by dramatic car chases and high-stakes encounters, is a staple of spy films. However, the reality is often less thrilling. Most espionage work involves low-profile activities and careful planning rather than dramatic escapes. High-speed chases are rare and generally avoided in real-life espionage to minimize risk and avoid drawing attention. Behind the scenes, the bulk of espionage work involves extensive paperwork. One former CIA operative noted that 90% of international espionage consists of documentation and analysis. This administrative side of the job is rarely highlighted in movies, which focus on the more glamorous or dangerous aspects of espionage. Modern surveillance technology has transformed the field of espionage. Unlike in movies where spies evade detection through daring escapes, real-life operatives are often tracked through sophisticated systems such as drones and electronic monitoring. The reality of espionage involves a constant battle with technology and an emphasis on careful planning rather than dramatic escapes. The notion that spies lead double lives filled with intrigue and danger is often overemphasized in films. While espionage does involve secrecy, many spies lead relatively ordinary lives outside of their work. The reality involves a balance between maintaining secrecy and managing everyday responsibilities. Movies frequently show characters seamlessly transitioning into spy roles with minimal training. In reality, becoming a spy requires years of specialized training, including language acquisition, psychological profiling, and field skills. The portrayal of instant expertise is a significant exaggeration of the true demands of intelligence work. Despite the myths, there are rare occasions when real-life espionage does align with the thrilling moments depicted in films. Exhibits like the Bond moment at the International Spy Museum showcase true stories from seasoned spies. These rare accounts provide a glimpse into the extraordinary, but are far outnumbered by the more mundane aspects of the job. As we conclude our exploration of espionage myths versus reality, it's clear that Hollywood's portrayal of spies is often more fantasy than fact. While spy movies capture the imagination with their high-stakes drama and glamorous settings, the actual world of espionage is a blend of meticulous planning, paperwork, and careful observation. The truth, while less dramatic, is no less important, reflecting the true nature of intelligence work.